The concept of needing to respond in real time and stay updated on everything happening around us not only detracts from productivity but also paves the way to misery and suffering. Epictetus suggests that our reactions to life's events are not direct responses to the events themselves but rather to the subtle thoughts or judgments we form about them. He emphasizes the importance of persistence and resistance, outlining that there are actions we should start, continue, and stop based on these judgments. Change is an essential part of life, as highlighted by Marcus Aurelius, who reminds us that all good things stem from change. He advises not to fear the future but to face it with reason and the same tools used against the present. This perspective helps in understanding that fearing change is unnecessary and that we have the capacity to adapt and navigate through it. The Stoic philosophy also teaches the significance of not sweating the small stuff, focusing our attention on what truly matters. This approach involves not giving trivial matters more attention than they deserve, which aligns with the Stoic practice of indifference. This indifference is not about not caring but about being equally content regardless of the circumstances. Drawing parallels with enduring a series despite a slow start, Stoicism encourages viewing personal growth and life goals with patience and understanding that improvement and change are integral to the process. This patience is crucial for personal development and achieving long-term goals. Limiting our attention to trivial matters is essential, as we become what we pay attention to. Stoicism advises against engaging in gossip or trivial conversations and instead focusing on more meaningful activities and thoughts. This includes changing the subject of conversations, listening more, speaking less, and engaging in activities like physical exercise and reading regularly. David Foster Wallace emphasizes that the real value of education lies not in the ability to think but in choosing what to think about. This choice is crucial in determining our focus and ensuring that we pay attention to what enriches our lives rather than being swayed by external opinions. Lastly, when faced with criticism, it's important to value our own opinions above those of others. Marcus Aurelius practiced self-reflection in response to criticism, highlighting the importance of maintaining integrity and focusing on personal judgments and reactions. Through these Stoic teachings, we learn the importance of embracing change, focusing on what matters, and maintaining our composure in the face of life's challenges. Valuing your own opinion above others is a principle that stands out in Stoic wisdom. Often, we place too much importance on what others think of us, forgetting to consider who these people are, what their vices are, and what they have truly achieved. Reflecting on this can reveal that their opinion, which we nearly allowed to replace our self-assessment, holds no real significance. These individuals are often the opposite of what we aspire to be, so their disapproval can actually affirm that we're on the right path. You don't need anyone's approval, just focus on what you think and who you want to be. It never ceases to amaze that we love ourselves more than we love others, yet we care more about others' opinions than our own. What others think is merely a poor source of guidance, a distraction from our own thoughts. Focus on who you are and your sense of identity, for it's with this that you measure yourself and your actions, not with the pointless opinions of others. As Seneca once said, there is but one sole cause of a happy life, which is the confidence in oneself. Don't seek revenge. The best revenge is not to become like them, not to echo their malice. Marcus Aurelius, a man who faced numerous betrayals and attacks, asserted that the best revenge is not to be like the person who wronged you. Seneca highlights the absurdity of being angered by things. You wouldn't retaliate against a mule for kicking or a dog for biting. You will be criticized, attacked, and hurt, but what should you do then? Return the favor. No, what you really should do is stop this constant need for revenge just because someone acted against you. You're okay, you weren't harmed by it. You'll be fine and can move on. Don't start on the back foot. Many people wake up and the first thing they do is check the messages on their phone or their emails, essentially becoming an item on someone else's to-do list. The quality of life for these individuals is based on what someone tweeted, a new photo posted, or the latest gossip. This is not a healthy way to live. You need to stop being pushed around like a puppet. You need to slow down. You don't want to start your day, or start from a place of frenzy. You want to be in control. It's crucial that you start well tomorrow and not let external things determine the quality of your day or the quality of your life. Don't be so accessible. There's an intriguing story about Napoleon, who would only read his letters 3 weeks after they arrived. He understood that most issues would resolve themselves without his immediate attention. Constant vigilance and accessibility insert you into matters that don't necessarily require your involvement, consuming time that could be better spent on self-resolving issues. The notion of responding to everything in real time and staying on top of all events not only detracts from productivity but also leads to misery and suffering. It's essential to be comfortable with not knowing everything that's happening around you. Being too accessible, to the point where anyone can interrupt your focus at any moment, is a recipe for distraction. Consider sleeping with your phone in another room to safeguard your concentration on what truly matters. Don't have an opinion. Like the clouds, as Buddhists say about thoughts, don't let them sink you, harm you, or irritate you. There's no need to stress or feel compelled to respond. You always have the option of not holding an opinion on everything, as Marcus Aurelius suggests. You can simply let it go. Don't seek approval. Epictetus warns that looking outward for approval signifies handing over your happiness and autonomy. This distinction between what's within our control and what isn't forms the basis of understanding how to measure self-improvement, success, or wealth. These should not be determined by others, otherwise, you're effectively surrendering your life to them. The admiration you seek, are they not from those you once considered misguided? Being admired by the misguided is hardly a worthy goal. While it's pleasant to receive praise and acknowledgement, what happens when the tide turns, or if the crowd's judgment is flawed? Attachment to external validation subjects you to the whims of those who control those external factors. Look inward to set your standards for what's important, rather than relying on external sources, people, or benchmarks to define your success, happiness, or self-worth. Thank you for watching this video.